Stop everything you're doing right now, because what I'm about to reveal can forever change the way you live. There's a brutal truth that separates those who conquer everything from those who spend their lives just dreaming. And that truth is simple. You're not in control of your life until you're in control of your mind. Think with me for a moment. How many times have you woken up with all the plans to change, to start that project, to finally focus on what matters? And how many times, by midday, did you find yourself in exactly the same place, doing the same things, stuck in the same patterns? This doesn't happen because of lack of willpower. It happens because there's a program running inside your head that you never learned to modify. Your mind is like a powerful computer, but most people live their entire lives using only 10% of its capacity. Worse yet, this computer is running old programs full of viruses installed by other people, your parents, society, past experiences, fears that aren't even truly yours. Neuroscience has already proven it. 95% of your daily actions are automatic. You're not really choosing, you're just repeating. That's why it seems so hard to change. You're not fighting against laziness or lack of discipline. You're fighting against years of automatic programming. But here's the good news. The news that can change everything. Just like a computer can be reprogrammed, so can your mind. And when you learn to do this, when you finally take command, everything becomes possible. The wealth that seemed distant, the body you always wanted, the relationships you deserve, everything starts to flow naturally. Now tell me something. If you could choose just one area of your life to completely transform in the next 90 days, what would it be? Money, relationships, purpose. Think about it. Because by the end of this video, you'll have the complete map of how to make that transformation happen. The first step is recognizing that you have two types of mind working right now: the conscious mind, which thinks and decides, and the subconscious mind, which executes everything automatically. And here's the secret. The subconscious mind is thousands of times more powerful, but it simply obeys what's been programmed into it. If you programmed scarcity, it creates scarcity. If you programmed fear, it finds reasons to be afraid. But if you reprogram for abundance, discipline, and courage, it becomes your greatest ally. So get ready, because in the next chapters, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this reprogramming. And I'm not talking about theory. I'm talking about a practical method, step by step, that has already transformed millions of lives around the world. There's a secret that all the great conquerors in history know, but which is rarely spoken about clearly. This secret is so powerful that it can transform an ordinary person into someone extraordinary. And the most incredible part, this secret is available to anyone. Its name is intentional repetition. Pay close attention now. Your mind works exactly like a fertile field. Every time you repeat a thought, an action, or a belief, you're planting a seed in that field. At first, it seems like nothing happens. The seed is invisible, buried with no visible effect. But when you keep watering it, when you keep repeating, something magical happens. The root begins to grow beneath the earth. Neuroscience calls this neuroplasticity. Every time you repeat something, your brain creates stronger neural connections. It's as if you were building a road inside your head. On the first day, it's just a fragile path in the forest. But on the 10th day, it's already a trail. On the 30th day, it's a road. And on the 90th day, it's a highway where your thoughts travel at high speed, without any effort. This is exactly why people who constantly say "I can't," really can't, not because they're incapable, but because they've repeated that phrase so much that the brain accepted it as absolute truth. In the same way, people who repeat "I am capable, I will succeed," begin to find paths that were previously invisible. The brain doesn't know the difference between truth and repetition. What you repeat, it accepts as real. Now imagine with me. You wake up every day and before grabbing your phone, before doing anything else, you spend 5 minutes repeating your new beliefs. I am disciplined. I attract abundance. I am worthy of success. In the first few days, it might even seem strange, almost fake, but something is happening that you can't see. Deep down, at the subconscious level, the roots are growing. After 21 days, you begin to feel a change. After 66 days, It's already automatic. And after 90 days, you look in the mirror and barely recognize the person you were before. Because you didn't just change habits, you changed your identity. The big mistake most people make is giving up too early. They plant the seed, water it for 3 days, and when they don't see immediate results, they pull everything out and say, "This doesn't work." But the truth is, it always works. For everyone, without exception. The problem isn't the method, it's the lack of persistence. So here's your challenge. Choose a limiting belief that's holding you back. It could be, "I'm not good with money," or "I don't have discipline," or "I don't deserve to be happy." Now rewrite it in reverse. "I am excellent with money. I have unshakable discipline. I deserve all the happiness in the world." And start repeating this every day. In the morning, when you wake up, and at night, before you sleep. Do this for 30 days without stopping. Even if it's just 2 minutes a day, and observe what happens. Now, let's talk about something that very few people understand, but which makes all the difference between conquering everything or giving up halfway. There's a critical moment in every transformation journey. A moment where most people stop, turn back, and give up. And this moment has a name. The Valley of Discomfort. Let me explain exactly what happens when you decide to change. In the first few days, there's enthusiasm, motivation, you're excited, full of energy, ready to conquer the world. But then, usually between the 3rd and 10th day, something changes. The motivation disappears. The body starts to resist. The mind starts to whisper, "Maybe tomorrow. It doesn't have to be today. You've done enough already." And here's the detail that almost no one knows. This discomfort is not a sign that you're failing. It's exactly the opposite. It's a sign that you're winning. Let me explain why. Your brain was designed to conserve energy and keep you safe. So every time you try to create a new habit, the brain interprets it as a threat. It starts sending warning signals: tiredness, laziness, discomfort. Most people interpret this discomfort as a sign that they should stop. But the truth is the opposite. This discomfort means you're breaking old patterns. It means you're creating new neural pathways. It means transformation is happening. It's like going to the gym. Muscle soreness isn't the body telling you to stop. It's the body telling you it's getting stronger. Now, imagine with me. You're at the gym doing bench press. The first few reps are easy. But when you get to the 8th, 9th rep, the muscle starts to burn. It gets heavy, difficult. It's exactly at that moment that most people stop. But it's also at that moment that real growth happens. Those last reps, the hardest ones, are what build real muscle. The same happens with your mind. When you feel like giving up, when laziness hits hard, when everything seems more difficult, you're exactly at the point where most people quit. And it's exactly there that you need to continue. Because it's there, in that moment of resistance, that your mind is truly being reprogrammed. How many people start a diet and give up in the first week? How many start a business and give up at the first obstacle? How many begin a workout routine and stop when the body starts to hurt? Millions. And they all give up for the same reason. They didn't understand that discomfort is an essential part of the process. So, next time you feel like giving up, going back to old habits, giving in to laziness, I want you to smile. I want you to recognize, this is resistance. This means I'm growing. This means I'm inches away from a new level. And instead of stopping, you continue. Just one more day. Just one more rep. Just one more step. Because here's the truth. Whoever goes through the valley of discomfort without giving up becomes unstoppable. We now arrive at the heart of transformation. Everything we've discussed so far has prepared you for this moment. Because there's one element that absolutely determines everything in your life. It's not how much you work. It's not your intelligence. It's not even your luck. It's something much deeper and more powerful. Your beliefs. Think with me. Everything you believe about yourself transforms into invisible orders that your subconscious mind executes faithfully, 24 hours a day, without questioning. If you believe that money is hard to earn, your mind will create situations that confirm this. If you believe that I'm not good enough, your mind will sabotage your attempts at success to keep that belief alive. It sounds scary, but it's actually liberating. Because if your beliefs create your reality, then changing your beliefs means changing your reality. That's exactly what the most successful people in the world have done. They weren't born different. They simply repeated new beliefs until the impossible became natural. Science has already proven this in various ways. There's a famous experiment where two groups of people underwent knee surgeries. One group received the real surgery. The other group only received a superficial incision with no real surgery. The doctors told both groups that the surgery was a success. The result, both groups improved in the same proportion. That's the power of belief. Your mind doesn't distinguish between what's real and what you intensely believe to be real. So, if you repeat every day that you're capable, that you deserve it, that you will conquer, your mind starts creating pathways to make that a reality. Opportunities that were previously invisible start to appear. The right people enter your life. Ideas come out of nowhere. Now, I want you to do an exercise with me. Grab a piece of paper or open the Notes app on your phone. Write down 3 limiting beliefs you've carried for years. It could be about money, relationships, health, any area. Just be honest. For example, I'll never be rich. I'm not attractive. I have no talent for anything. Now, next to each limiting belief, write the opposite. The empowered version. I attract wealth naturally. I am magnetic and attractive. I have unique and valuable talents. It might seem fake at first. It might seem strange. But that's just the old belief. Resisting, continue. Starting today, every day, you're going to read these new beliefs out loud. In the morning, when you wake up, and at night before you sleep. As you read, feel what it would be like if it were true. Visualize what your life would be like if these beliefs were already real. Do this for 30 days. Without missing a single day. What will happen? In the first few days, your mind will resist. It will seem fake, forced, but continue. Around the 10th day, something starts to change. You notice small changes in your behavior. On the 20th day, you act differently. We've reached the final chapter, and here I'm going to reveal the secret that separates those who have temporary results from those who live in permanent prosperity. Because everything we've discussed so far has prepared you to understand this. Success is not a destination, it's a cycle. Let me explain exactly how this cycle works. It all starts with a thought. That thought, when repeated, becomes a belief. That belief guides your actions. Your actions generate results, and those results reinforce the initial belief, creating a self-feeding cycle. It can be a positive cycle of abundance and growth, or a negative cycle of scarcity and stagnation. Think with me. A person believes they'll never have success. That belief makes them act in a timid, insecure way. Those weak actions produce weak results. Those bad results reinforce the initial belief. See, I knew it wouldn't work out. And the cycle repeats, getting stronger and stronger. It's an invisible prison. Now imagine the opposite. Someone repeats every day, I am capable. I deserve prosperity. I attract success. That reprogrammed belief makes the person act with confidence. Those bold actions generate better results. Those results further reinforce the positive belief, and the cycle becomes an upward spiral. Increasingly strong, increasingly powerful. The secret that the most successful people discovered is this. Once you enter the positive cycle, it starts working on its own. You no longer need to convince yourself. You no longer need to force yourself. Prosperity stops being something you pursue and becomes who you are. It changes from effort to identity. When prosperity becomes identity, you naturally wake up motivated. You make decisions aligned with abundance without needing to think. You attract people and opportunities without effort, because you've become a living magnet for everything you desire. Not because you try, but because you became it. Science confirms, when you create this cycle of belief, action, result, belief, it solidifies in the brain. New neural pathways are formed, new habits are automated, and there comes a point where going back becomes harder than continuing forward. You literally reprogram who you are. Now, imagine your life 6 months from now. Imagine waking up every day knowing exactly what to do. Imagine making decisions with absolute confidence. Imagine looking at your bank account and seeing numbers you only dreamed of before. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing someone strong, disciplined, prosperous. This isn't fantasy. This is the natural result of entering the positive cycle and never leaving. Always remember, the impossible only exists until the moment you decide to reprogram your mind. From there, it becomes inevitable. You were born to prosper, to win, to leave a legacy. So say it with me now, out loud. I command my mind, and nothing can stop me. If this message touched you, if you felt something awaken inside you right now, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, leave your like on this video. This shows the algorithm that this message needs to reach more people who need to hear this. Second, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because every week I bring powerful content like this, which will help you continue on this transformation journey. We are a community of people who don't accept mediocrity, who don't give up, who chose greatness, and I want you here with us. Third, go to the comments now and write, I command my mind and nothing can stop me. It's not just a comment, it's a declaration. It's you putting it out in the universe, publicly, that you chose to change. And when you do that, something powerful happens in your subconscious. You're committing yourself. And one more thing. Share this video with someone you love who needs this message. It could be a friend, a family member, someone you know is stuck, who's suffering, who's about to give up on their dreams. Because when you share knowledge, you strengthen even more what you've learned. And you can change someone's life today. Remember, you didn't get here by accident. You're reading this because there's already something great inside you that's ready to awaken, and I'm here to guide you on this journey. See you in the next video. Until then, keep reprogramming your mind, keep acting, keep believing, because your victory is inevitable.